how are you today?
I'm fine. When I saw that, honestly, it looked like it really hurt, and it did hurt, and it looked like I broke my jaw, I lost teeth, nothing. I just got a little bruising. But I did take a really good punch. It's really hard for me to watch. When I first saw it, started hysterically crying. I was like, what happened? It came out of nowhere. If you're on a reality TV show and people are around, they're gonna wanna be on camera. They're gonna wanna start trouble just to be seen. The guy, he was like, it was a good night, it was a good vibe. All the roomies were bonding, like it was a good, fun time. And this drunk guy, I didn't know who he was, but he kept coming over to us and, you know, talking to us. I think he just wanted to be on camera. So, you know, I was ordering shots for my roommates, and he already got cut off by the bartender. So he couldn't have any more drinks, and I don't know why he was still at the bar, but he was. So I ordered drinks, and he stole all my shots. So I was like, listen, you're cut off, first of all. If you want your own shots, you can buy them, because these are for my roommates. So I kind of got into his face a little bit, because he just wouldn't leave, and out of nowhere, clocked me in the face.
Take me to that. He hits you. Do you realize right away what has happened? Were you knocked unconscious?
I think I blacked out for a couple seconds because I don't remember getting punched. All I remember is being on the floor holding my mouth, like, what just happened? And then when I realized what happened, I just started hysterically crying. It was chaos everywhere. Everyone was running around trying to beat this guy up. I blacked out.
Take me back to that night. As you're there, you're out having a good time. Next thing you know, you look over and your castmate's on the floor.
I was calling it within the, like 2 hours prior to it. I was saying that this guy was getting real irritable. He didn't like the cameras. He was hating on all of us. I was trying to get him away. And he, on the other hand, was trying to defuse the situation by feeding him more drinks and free shots.
You threw alcohol on the fire.
You know what? You know what? I don't know if it was as much as that. It's just we had previously gotten to a couple arguments, you know, previous nights.
Yeah.
And instead of us shutting out the crowd or whatever, like we would do, I said, you know what? Let's see if we can befriend these people so that there isn't a fight, there isn't an argument, okay?
Sure.
And sure enough, that it didn't work. It didn't work anyway.
It was horrifying. We all thought it was like worse than what it was. When I picked her up and I was bringing her to the bathroom, my arms, everything was just covered in blood. So when I brought her into the bathroom, you know, by that time we were panicking. 2 of my nails ripped off. So I was panicking because my real nails were just missing, and I thought something worse, like she was missing teeth and everything. So until we got her cleaned up, we didn't know how bad of the state, because it was a grown man hitting a tiny girl.
We had a good time until somebody gets punched in the face.
Well, that was an unfortunate situation, but that did in fact bring us all closer together.
Right.
I mean, some unfortunate circumstances happen, like that happens.
Right.
I mean, that's crazy, like a guy should never hit a girl. That's beyond crazy, but it did bring us closer together.
Life's not perfect. There are going to be some arguments and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, you know, we come together as a family, and you guys are going to see that.
This show has generated a lot of controversy, right? You tell me, where's the controversy lie within this show from your perspective?
There is some.
I don't think there is any. I mean, we're just a bunch of young adults. You know, for the summer, we work together, and obviously throughout the summer, there's, you know, going to be some arguments. This is life, you know.
The Italian American organization is taken out of context. Like I was trying to say before, it's not the house being the scene, but our lifestyle is a scene, and the Guidette term, we necessarily don't use it, but there is thousands of people that act, dress, look, and play the same part that we do. And we're just 8 people, like, depicting it in one house. And, you know, I don't understand why they have a problem with it. It's if we're proud of it, and at the end of the day, we can say we're proud of what we did. Not necessarily proud of it, but, you know, we loved it.
As you look at the show, is it a fair representation of who you are?
You guys are just getting a little picture of behind closed doors of some young adults pretty much going out and partying for the summer, having a good time. And I'd like to find somebody that says that they didn't do that when they were younger.
I agree with Mike. I mean, everyone says it. I was absolutely the same person I am at home as I was out there. It just so happens I was with perfect strangers, but I got to know them. I still was myself. I still partied like
it just didn't work
how I partied.
as much. So we didn't have like the day job, and we know the 9 to 5, anything. So
as far as that organization, if they don't like it, or if they're thinking that we're portraying them in a bad way, it's not the case. I'm very proud to be Italian, and I come from an Italian family, and I would never want to portray my family as anything. You know what I mean?
This is from Unico. Their statement saying they, and I assume producers, they are blatantly as well as subliminally bashing Italian Americans with every technique possible. And then they go on to say, and this is more of a personal attack, they are an embarrassment to themselves, their heritage, and their families.
I'm not Italian.
Gentlemen?
That's very interesting because I would never bash my own family or misrepresent them in any way. And I heard a quote from one of the guys that was calling us buffoons and bimbos.
Yeah.
Now, that's kind of contradicts himself because look at that. That's a bad term. You're going to call an Italian because you're Italian, call another Italian a bimbo or a buffoon.
How do you feel about sponsors saying, I'm out?
That's the stupidest thing they could ever do.
Yeah.
Well, because everybody's watching the show. The ratings are through the roof. Now, if I want to advertise, I want to advertise on a channel that everybody's going to watch. I mean, we cook for each other, the Sunday dinner, there's family. All they see is the real drama, the stuff. But they'll see how we all come together, and they're going to regret pulling out, I'll tell you that.